is that on the cover? It looks like Robin, but I think it's supposed to be Sasha. Maybe Sasha is copying Robin's hairdo.
Argofunk Book Review, Argofunk Book Review.
We start by wrapping up last book's storylines. Rick punches his older brother Tom, and Tom easily puts him in a wrestling hold. At this point, the manager of the restaurant forces them both to leave the book. Interestingly enough, the manager didn't do anything when Jeremy choked Martin in the last book, so either the manager is inconsistent, or he only allows one attempted murder per night. Brittany quickly comes up with a bogus story to salvage her reputation. Like, she sabotaged Nikki and Tim's production? Haha, no, that wasn't sabotage. She was just trying to help them. Haha. Nikki and Tim believe this story because they're idiots. Brittany's friends give her grief over what happened, and Samantha notes that Kim has been miserable ever since Jeremy dumped her. Whoa! Continuity? When did they break up? Last book they weren't talking, but they didn't break up. Samantha's boyfriend Kyle appears with good news. He just invented online dating. Well, the 1992 version of online dating. The way it works is that everybody fills out a questionnaire about their likes and dislikes. Kyle is going to run the answers through his computer, and it will determine which people should date each other. Everybody thinks it'll be fun to have computer dates, so they all sign up for his project. Samantha isn't happy about the idea of her boyfriend dating someone else, even if it's a just-for-fun date. Our main character today is Emily Van Patten, Ben's ex-girlfriend, the supermodel. She's been having a hard time ever since her parents divorced and she moved back to River Heights. She signs up for the computer date project because she can't get a real date. All the guys in her homeroom are jerks who make lewd comments about her modeling career. Bill Hutchins is the only nice guy in class, and he smiles at her sympathetically. That way we'll know who he is when he gets picked as Emily's date at the end of the book. Emily's life gets turned upside down when she learns her father is dating Roxy Muldoon, the head of the drama club. Her dad is dating her teacher? No way! Roxy is incredibly nice to Emily, but Emily figures she's just pretending. Emily can't stand being around Roxy, so she decides to quit drama club. Roxy convinces her to stay around long enough to help Sasha Lopez finish some scenery, and by that, I mean Roxy volunteers Emily for the job without her permission. Ugh, I hate it when people do that. No wonder Emily dislikes her. The good news is that Sasha ends up being a nice person, and she becomes Emily's first real friend. Samantha has a study date with Kyle and his nerd friends Belinda Towser and Greg Hansen. Samantha is secretly jealous of Belinda because she has great chemistry with Kyle. Samantha worries that the computer's going to pair them together as dates for the luau because they have everything in common. They both like calculus and they both like eating anchovy pizza, and they probably both answered yes on question 7, do you like doing calculus while eating anchovy pizza? Emily's dad goes out with Roxy, and he doesn't come home until midnight. Emily is shocked, and she confronts him at breakfast the next day. He admits he likes Roxy a lot and wants to date her seriously. Emily is furious. There are tons of reasons why Dad can't date Roxy. Number 1, she's not Mom. Number 2, she's not Mom. Emily gets furious and storms out of the house. Samantha decides to sabotage the dating computer by copying Kyle's questionnaire. That way she and Kyle will have the same answers and get paired together. She steals the key to the computer room from Kyle's locker, but she's interrupted by Brittany and Kyle. Brittany helps cover for Samantha, and the girls get out of trouble by acting super sweet. Kyle obviously can't think straight when 2 hot girls are hitting on him. Emily talks to Ben about her problems. Emily's eyes fill with tears, and Ben puts his arm around her shoulders. That's when Karen shows up. She jumps to conclusions and screams at Ben for cheating on her. He tries to explain, and no, wait, that was Nikki and Tim in book 6. What actually happens is that Emily realizes she shouldn't dump all of her problems on her ex because he's dating someone else now. Reasonable behavior instead of love drama? Emily's acting like a character from a different book series. Sasha and Emily go to drama club together. Roxy announces they're doing a play written by a student. Emily suddenly remembers, oh yeah, she's secretly a playwright. Yeah, the whole professional model / TV actress thing was just a cover for the fact that she wants to write plays. It just never got mentioned before, because reasons. Emily thinks of an idea to live her dream and get rid of Roxy. She writes a play about Roxy, although she changes the character's name to Ramona. Ramona is an evil homewrecker who tries to destroy a happy family by seducing the father and killing their pet cockatiel. What a monster. Kyle schedules a double date with his nerd friends, and Samantha's so mad she makes another plan to sabotage the dating computer. This time she pretends to be super interested in computers, and she begs Kyle to explain the computer program to her. Kyle is psyched that his girlfriend cares about his hobbies for once. The poor sap. So he tells her everything she needs to know. I get the sense that this book's author has never used a computer before, because Samantha needs 2 full pages of notes to figure out how to start a program. It's not that complicated. Emily writes her play and talks with her dad. She apologizes for snapping at him, and he apologizes for not spending a lot of time with her. And just when it looks like their relationship is on the right track, he invites her to join him on an ice skating date with Roxy. Emily is furious, and she rewrites her play so it ends with Roxy's character dying in an ice skating accident. Subtle. Samantha wants to sabotage the computer so she's matched with Kyle, but that's way too obvious. She decides to match him with somebody harmless, like Sasha Lopez. Right on cue, it's revealed Sasha has a secret crush on Kyle. Emily encourages Sasha to make a move on Kyle, because Samantha is all wrong for him. She is, but that doesn't mean you should steal her boyfriend. The dating program will take 15 minutes to run because, computers. Samantha distracts Kyle with pizza while the program is running, and then she somehow morphs from girl who's never used a computer before into an expert computer hacker. She changes Kyle's date from Belinda to Sasha in record time, with Kyle none the wiser. The drama club does a read-through of Roxy's play. None of the other kids realize it's a hit piece on Roxy, so they all love it and agree to perform it. Emily's happy to learn that her dream of being a playwright has come true. As it turns out, Roxy also has divorced parents, so she kinda knows what Emily is going through right now. Emily has a serious talk with Roxy and her parents, and she realizes it's okay for her father to date someone new. That's basically it for Emily for the rest of the series. Oh, and the dating computer matches her up with Bill at the dance. I knew it! The dating computer creates a lot of drama with its final choices. Brittany is paired with Tim, so I guess we're doing that love triangle again. Lacey has to go out with her ex-boyfriend, while Nikki gets Ben. Karen becomes insanely jealous that Ben will leave her for Nikki, and Robin is paired with the drama cow. No, sorry, I'm just joking. None of those things happen. What actually happens is that everybody gets matched with characters we've never heard of before. What a waste. The only couple that causes drama is Kim and Jeremy. Yep, the dating computer paired Kim with her ex. That sneaky computer. Jeremy and Kim make a big show of insulting each other while they make plans for the date. They get into a fight in the middle of the dance floor, and Kim runs away crying. After a little prompting, Jeremy chases after Kim right into the girls' bathroom. He crawls under the door to get into Kim's stall, and he apologizes to her. It's supposed to be romantic, but I think it's harassment. Jeremy could get kicked out of school for this. Kim decides to forgive him, and they officially become a couple again. Kyle hunts down Samantha at the dance. He's figured out that she sabotaged the dating computer, and he's furious. Samantha tries defending herself, but Kyle is too heartbroken at her deception to care what she has to say. He breaks up with her, and Samantha spends the rest of the dance watching the happy couples and feeling bad for herself. The end. Post-book follow-up. I was surprised that this book didn't follow up on the Chip-Brittany storyline. There have been multiple warnings that Brittany would face serious consequences if she ever crossed Chip. Now that Chip is furious with Brittany and hankering to get revenge, he drops out of the series completely. Yep, no revenge storyline, he just disappears without a trace. I mean, I understand that we're at the end of the series. It makes sense that not every character and storyline will get a resolution. But that just makes me wonder. The final 4 books of the series all introduce a new main character. Why did they do that? Why spend half the book on a brand new character instead of focusing on characters that the readers already know and like? This book is a good example of what I'm trying to say. Jeremy and Kim's plotline was good. Yeah, their sudden breakup and reunion was unexpected, but it was a nice short subplot which only lasts for about a chapter. It's an acceptable send-off for these 2 characters, who have been in every book, but haven't had a major role since book 5. I like it. I kind of wish the series had given all of the characters a nice little send-off like that. Instead, most of the narrative space is taken up by Emily. Yes, she's not a new character. She's appeared in previous books, but she's still mostly new. We haven't heard her thoughts or gone into detail about her life before. Same thing with Roxy. I didn't like the Emily story too much. I think the book did a good job of setting up her problems, but I didn't like the scenes of her getting angry at Roxy, or the scenes of her grouching at her dad. I probably would have liked the Emily story better if we got to read her hilarious play instead of hearing about it secondhand. Also, she could have had more interaction with Bill, as in more than one sentence, before he becomes her date and eventual boyfriend. The Samantha storyline was the best one. It has romance, espionage, and humor. I liked how funny it was, and how you knew the whole time that things would blow up in her face. I like Samantha, and I don't like seeing her life get ruined, but she deserved it. Her relationship with Kyle started off badly, really badly. I thought the series had redeemed her for that and fixed the relationship, but apparently not. So you can consider this long overdue revenge for her nastiness earlier on in the series. Overall, I like the book. I give River Heights number 14, Love and Games, a 7 out of 10.